Now it looks like Hung going to end up opting in towards the Nico, looking to put a little bit of pushback against this Lucian Braum early power and set up nicely for that engage tool that we were looking for Top Esports.
Yeah, Top Esports last time around, and you kind of talk about him being sick a little, but he did not have to.
You realize Kanavi comes across, Ruler forced away, can just be to deny some of these minions as well. Winter's Bite onto Jacula. Duro the target, Kanavi going to be looking to try and get the damage down onto Duro. Hung with a great tower aggro juggle on the cannon.
You literally count as what you're turning into, and so it even works for like runes that only activate on champions and
Spells
stuff
as well.
Hung going in here, looking for Ruler, who dashes away with the relentless pursuit. Hung flashing forward, though. The barrier coming out. Valkyrie forward from Jackie Love. Kaza blows down onto him. And Jackie Love flashes just in time to survive the Gatling gun coming out. Hung, a couple more auto attacks on him. And Light Slinger out on and Blaze. Gen.G turn it on his head on the box. Canyon now looking for the dive up towards topside. Can be a little bit risky. Flash in from Keen, bolt breaker from Canyon. Not risky at all, it seems. Perfectly juggled by Gen.G.
Yes, there, of course. Jackie didn't die, and they already had the minion advantage from
by Top Esports. TP coming in from Duro as well, as he looks to help out his teammates. Canyon and Keen going to walk across here first. Will be a 3v3 as Keen comes across. Kanavi able to pick up the first of the grubs. Cannon diving in, the cease and desist, but a great between worlds from Cream will get him out. Hung coming in with the Strangled Thorns as well. The dive forward with the Void Rush, Crescent Guard out. Keen survives through the tunnel. A great seismic shot finds two. And just as you think you got him, Gen.G get you right back 2-0. And all of it on that seismic shot from Chovy. Duro flashes. Gen.G somehow all come out alive.
Oh, the skirmish from Gen.G. What? They get out alive. Keen survives. And in the end, they will get both of these grubs. They will get the credit towards the feats.
I cannot believe Gen.G got away with that
on
one.
Hung if they want to try and defend underneath the tower. Canyon looking for that cease and desist. Hung, looming burst, gets a bit of damage. Pop Blossom. Canyon tries to escape, but he's locked up with the Tangle Bombs. Unbreakable from Duro, keeping his jungler alive, but Jackie Love will take down one cease and desist back in as Jackie falls for it. Canyon goes down in the dive. It's a 2-1.
3v1 in favor of Gen.G, and them being the ones to try and force it. Big threat as far as feats. I mean, Canyon might even just beat him to it if they just get Rift Rail, then they're just going to get it through.
Dive in by Ruler, immediately gets the culling down, but not the concussive blows. Pop Blossom out of Hung, only finds it onto Ruler, and with Redemption coming down, Ruler will be topped up in time. The Rift Herald started by Gen.G while all of this was happening. Ruler merely a distraction in the mid lane as Gen.G wanted that Herald.
And this is exactly how you want to try and use this Lucian, especially alongside the Braum, making sure you can get the concussive blow stacks, get the slow, and then open up with that culling. And now Rift Herald immediately in towards the mid lane. Gen.G are taking no prisoners.
Yeah, honestly, this is a masterclass from Gen.G. Ruler and Duro, they push Jackie out so hard. Wait a second.
Flank. Jumps onto Duro, weirding back with a seismic shove. Between worlds goes Cream and dives onto Duro and flashes, and immediately he's locked up with the concussive blows that re-engage from Gen.G. Perfect as they dive in with the cease and desist. Jackie Love can't survive. The onslaught of Keen and Canyon, a seismic shove, buries
Duro. They pushed out Jackie in the mid lane, and so then Hung using the flash to go for that play onto Ruler afterwards. There was no damage, no follow-up.
Ruler's just there to immediately get the follow-up, and all it does is bait in members like Kanavi who end up falling down.
Left reeling, left trying to find a way back into this game, but the windows are rapidly closing on them as Hong goes forward. Pop Blossom onto 3, and perhaps that's it. Hong with a beautiful Pop Blossom. Ruler trying to get away as Hong chases him down, but Ruler escapes with the culling. Cream forced down towards the bottom side of the fight. Kanavi diving in. Wind becomes lightning, but Ruler dodges to the side of it. The redemption not enough. In the end, Kanavi will find his man. But off an incredible Pop Blossom, it's still a 2-for-2.
And the Dragon is still going to Gen.G. They chase down Cream on the back of the fight. And while everyone at Top Esports is looking mid lane, it's Gen.G with their eyes on the prize.
Yeah, we're only 17 minutes into the game, and the objective bounty shutdowns are on the map.
Press tab and you're crying. Like Spear, you got the Sundered Sky, the Rylai's, the Seraphs, and the Vori Flicker Blade.
Again, just continue to add to this lead.
Look at Duro. He just stands, he's like, hey, you want to get anywhere near? You have to walk through me, and through me is also through a seismic shove as Gen.G look for the engage. Keen with a perfect bang. The Pop Blossom's only going to find the jungler. It's not enough. Crescent Guard from from Kanavi won't keep him alive through the damage that is Ruler. The dash back from Cream. Oh, it's a shellacking. It's a demolition. I'm not even sure we're allowed to show this on your screens. Gen.G with a 5-0 ace at 22 minutes.
Yeah, I think we just witnessed the murder. That is Gen.G absolutely crushing Top Esports with a clean ace, losing no one, face tanking towers in the aftermath.
The fact that they're still able to tank towers just says how poorly that one has gone. Gen.G, like, they split up these fights so...
Weakest link of Gen.G, who was having a struggle of a time during the summer split. This game, and it is only one game, is really showing just how impactful he can be and how well Gen.G can play when he gets his lanes ahead, because that's exactly what he's done here. He'll secure the third Drake for them, as well as 369 tries to defend
this tournament. An absolutely star-studded lineup here, and we're even going to see them continue.
Pop Blossom only going to hit onto Duro. Not able to chase any further as Canyon jumps across the wall with a Bolt Breaker. Duro, Redemption coming down on Supple Onslaught, won't be enough damage. Duro survives! Duro survives again, you just can't kill him. As Kanavi's caught out by Keen, he's going to pop the Crescent Guard to try and survive, but is guarding nada. Jackie Love and Cream feel the full power of the culling. Chovy's flashing the damn wall, for goodness sake, as Gen.G once again ace Top Esports and will push down mid.
They're gonna potentially end the game, and Baron hasn't even spawned yet. It's 30 seconds and Gen.G, they're just eyeing up the Nexus.
Rated R for mature, this game was anything but kind from Gen.G. 21 kills to 5. Duro, he dies to a tower as Hung tries to do something to defend, but Gen.G sub 25 minutes.
Very, very spicy, so I don't think we're going to get it. And you get the common answer into the Rumble, the Ornn.
You were so hopeful there for a second, but the reality was never going to be locked in. Ornn gives you that long-range engage that you need, also gives you a tank for later on. Let's see if Gen.G are able to close the game out.
Skirmishes we're seeing, making Chovy miss a lot of these cues. Cream, confident positioning and movement from him. Kanavi
looking for the steal. Canyon does get it with the smite. It's going to be forced away here. Chovy low. Navi, spear shots. Won't get it as the Soul Unbound pops Chovy underneath the tower and away, but he's losing minions to this turret and plates with Hung coming in to assist. Top Esports should be able to deny quite a lot of CS away from Chovy.
Yeah, double pots popped on the refillable to make sure that Chovy can survive this alongside the help from the door and shield, but Kanavi, he wants one more. Flash over the wall is available.
And he's going the other way. Comet Spear. Ooh, just short of Kanavi, tickles his toes as Chovy jumping in there onto Cream. Canyon looking for it as well, and they get first blood! What was that, Chovy? Go would have just gone into a side lane and farmed up for the rest of the game and then slowly tried to get himself back into the game.
Well, it's what Anyone's Legend did against Gen.G that got through the win, was focus on Chovy, put him behind, then use that to start looking for invades and be able to take over the game with the Kiana. But instead, in this game, that focus on mid ends up backfiring, and now it's Top Esports that are struggling to make things happen.
Keen has the call of the Forge God down a flash. He's going to call in the train to try and clear out the wave. Puts it down the Fissure as well as Hung flashes forward. Good Bellows Breath, but the Soul of that flare there for the follow-up. And there's the kill for Top Esports. Decide not to try and take this Barney, not to try and take this Frey. Trying to control that mid lane at the moment. 369 now teleporting towards the river. The Drake down to 3,000 HP. Kanavi jumping forward onto Keen. The Drake's still the target for Canyon and Chovy. Call to the Forge Guard as they dive back in. The double knockup. Canyon's already killed off Hung as Kanavi falls down to half HP. Duro with a good quickness. They dive back onto Kanavi. Fate sealed. Kanavi clapped by Chovy. Meanwhile, the dive onto the backline from Ruler, a killer instinct, and an instinct to kill here for Gen.G. Cream trying to escape, puts the soldier down to try and take out Ruler, but he just doesn't have the range. Gen.G once again find a mid-game.
This is where it gets incredible from Gen.G. Canyon gives his life, but it opens the gap for Ruler to go forward and flashes on Gen.G to support the Rady carry, to make sure he can escape with a sliver of hate.
Gen.G have just completely taken control.
And I love the way Ruler played that fight in particular. Like, so often get on towards Jackie Love and enable the fight onto Cream, and now 369's in trouble.
369 has no flash here. Call to the Fortune not going to come back with the Fate Seal. Goes on to 369. Flame Spitter, not enough to kill off Keen. Kanavi coming in. Duro there for a little bit of shielding. Solar Flare, Chovy, Mikhail's immediately. Duro with a double charm. Keen trying to escape with the spear. Will pierce his heart as he goes down. And now Chovy being collapsed on. Chovy doesn't have the flash. No Fate Sealed for him either. Will be very difficult to buffer out of Cream if he goes in for that Emperor's Divide. The wave on its way, 369 trying to shepherd it in. Chovy, the target, exhausts down, Soul Unbound comes out, but Chovy under the tower survives for as long as he can, but Top Esports put him 6 feet under. Meanwhile, Gen.G pushed through the mid-wave to get a tier 1, to look for a tier 2. Riftel charging towards this top side will be an exchange of tier 2 towers.
Good punish from TES there. You know, Keen not able to make it happen at the beginning. TES immediately closed the trap here. That's what you have to be ready to do. If any sort of mortal.
369, a couple of flank here onto Chovy. Cream going in first. 369 with the Flame Spitter. Fate Seal comes out. Chovy able to dodge away with the Q3. Quickness coming out. The Zenith blade eaten by Juro. Chovy with another shield able to survive, and now the Mikhail's going to heal him up, and he's taken out by Kanavi. Meanwhile, Hung and 369 are now in the middle of Gen.G. Chovy survived for so long that Gen.G collapsed, and Top Esports collapsed around them.
Jackie's over and dodges so much. He stays alive for a long time. Ruler, Duro again trying to keep him up, and by that time, Ruler
Gen.G gold leads for Gen.G. It feels inevitable this series for Gen.G.
Juro is just still waiting, just out of range of the Zenith blade, dashes back as Chovy snaps back to the river. There's Soul Point. 5 minutes away as Kanavi dives in. The Solar Flare hits Ruler, but immediately he cleanses it away, and Kanavi doesn't really have the backup. Cannon down towards the bottom side. Kanavi going back in, but Keen will put him 6 feet under. Good damage from Jackie Love, though. Gets 1 in response. Keen still looking for damage onto Cream. Keen jumps in with that knockup. Chovy, the Fate Sealed, and Emperor divides him. Ruler gets another Duro with a knockup. Ruler trying to escape 369, but he's put on a spit, and he's well done. 369 and Top Esports fighting back.
They get some extra gold, and they open up the map as well. There are objective bounties still up too if they can stick around.
Duro and Chovy look for the quickness combo here. They turn onto 369 who's overheated. Duro almost escapes, but Cream puts the soldiers down.
We'll get to see it in this engagement as they set up for it after the Dragon.
Okay, so we've got 2 sides here. Kanavi goes in on Duro at
just managing to escape with that little bit more. The last couple of fights, they're going in their favor. Only 2k gold the lead now for Gen.G. You have no vision right now. Duro there to act as a bodyguard, and Gen.G back away from it. Farsight alteration was used in the pit. The vision once again denied by the control ward just sitting outside of it. Kanavi dashes in onto Keen, not really the target that you want. Meanwhile, the Solar Flare dives in onto Duro, who gets the quickness off, but it's only onto Leona. Hung already down, the Call of the Fortune coming out as well as Gen.G get 1 and immediately back away.
It's everything onto Duro, but Duro is so slippery he backs away. And now Gen.G continue to play back towards this Baron, teasing Top Esports.
Fate Seal from Chovy doesn't connect, but Canyon does! Jackie Love is sent packing the Cataclysm onto Cream. He dives in but dies for it. 369 trying to flash away. Cannon can still flag and jag and chase this one down. Once again, try as you might, you just can't beat them. Gen.G are the best.
Force Jackie into reach of Canyon, and Ruler to follow up. There was no hesitation. There was no chance for Top Esports.
You do have 2 good DPSs. You've got an Azir, you've got a Yanaro, but that Azir sitting at 2 items right now as Kanavi jumps in. Once again, Duro the target, but he's durable and he'll just battle dance his way away. The Solar Flare doesn't find its mark. As now the Call of the Forge God comes out from Keen, and he's praying to Chovy that Church may be in session. Chovy unable to find the engage off towards the side, but again, Summon has used the equalizer down, doesn't really connect onto anyone, does separate Keen from the rest of Gen.G. Redemption coming out, Keen should be able to get into it, not quite. Jackie Love has transcended himself as Chovy dashes back, 1 kill. Cream goes forward as they look for Ruler, but Ruler with a killer instinct dives behind Cream. Jackie Love diving in and Chovy going the other way once again. Gen.G clean up the fight and Top Esports are left rattled.
Ruler has been hit with better Azir ults than that one. But this time around, he will not be stopped as Gen.G march towards the base.
GenG are going to make quick work of Top Esports.
The first game was sub 25 minutes, the second one likely to be sub 30. I think a lot of people will wonder, could this series have just been an email? Gen.G take their rightful spot in the final 8.